The Philadelphia Phillies have hired Joe Girardi as their next manager. So that's right, we have hired Joe Girardi, and that now means he will become the 55th manager in Philadelphia Phillies history as he replaces Gabe Kapler. So I love this move. This is fantastic. You're bringing in Girardi, won the World Series in 2009 against the Phillies. I think he spent like 10 or 11 years with the Yankees, managed the Florida Marlins in 06. So he has like 10 plus years of baseball experience. He has at least 11 years. I think it might be 11 or 12. So this guy is experienced and he knows what he's doing. And I love this. I love this move. You're bringing in an experienced manager. And for the first time since I've been a fan of this team, I could finally say that I like this manager. I really, really do. I really, really do. And obviously, I wasn't a fan of the team when Charlie Manuel was the manager. So if I was, I would have obviously liked Charlie Manuel. But, yep, and he will be our 55th manager. So he replaces Gabe Kapler. And I absolutely love this move. You're bringing a guy with experience. He has excellent baseball knowledge. Watching him on MLB Network, he's very, very knowledgeable, has experience. He's dealt with guys throughout the years. He knows how to manage a good bullpen. You heard him on the network this past year on Fox Sports, talking about what he'd do with the bullpen and when to bring in certain type of pitchers and different matchups. And he's going to be able to use that mindset to help us. He's going to be rooting for us. And he's going to be in that dugout pouring for us every single day. And he's going to be writing the lineup card. And that is a fantastic – this is already a good offseason. We hired Brian Barber as the scouting director. And, he's obviously coming from the Yankees too. He was the talent evaluator, I believe. So I'm really liking this offseason. I really am liking it. And I think it's only going to get better from here. I love this. I just love this move. I honestly could. We all knew it was coming. Obviously, we're a little concerned that the Mets were going to swoop in and try to steal him. And I love this. This is so satisfying. This is so satisfying. We keep Girardi from going to the Mets. We keep Girardi from going to the Mets. That is awesome. That is awesome. The Met fans are pissed because they wanted Girardi to go to the Mets. And guess what? He's going to the Phillies. He's going to the Phillies. How do you like that, Met fans? In your face. In your face. We have Girardi. You don't. And who's going to end up with? Carlos Beltran? That's right. Zero years of managerial experience. I don't care that he's a good guy. Looking at it from a manager perspective, he has 0 years of manager experience. Look what happens when you hire Mickey Callaway. He had 0 years of manager experience. Well, how did that work out? Not so well. Not so well. So how about that? Take that, Met fans. Who are you going to end up with now? Who's left? Buck Showalter? Well, you kind of pondered on him. You didn't really want him, last I heard. Mike Scioscia, I haven't heard that name brought up all offseason. Who's left? Who's left? I can't think of anybody from the Mets. Obviously, you got Beltran. No more Girardi. He's off the board. He went to the Phillies. I don't know who's left. Does anybody know? Anybody? I don't think so. Nobody left. So I love it. I love it. No one with baseball experience, pretty much, relatively speaking, because they're not connected to guys like Scioscia or Buck Showalter anymore. Speaking at from baseball experience, there's nobody left. Because baseball managerial experience, So there's nobody left. The Mets are in big trouble. Yet again, that couldn't get any more lets. Clown. That is a stupid organization. The Mets are the worst. They are a clown organization. They don't know how to run a franchise. And Bertie Van Wagenen is an idiot. That whole organization, the Will Ponce, that organization, the New York Mets are a laughingstock. They're a dumpster fire of an organization, and I love to see it. So I hate the Mets with a passion. So I hate them so much. So I'm so happy to see them not do well, and I love it. So we got him. And this now means that he's going to be reuniting with our bench coach, Rob Thompson. Now, Rob Thompson was the bench coach under Joe Girardi in 2008, and then he went back to being the bench coach in 2015 until 2017. Then he came to us in 2018, Gabe Kapler putting him on the coaching staff. So Joe Girardi and Rob Thompson will be in the same dugout together again. This time they're going to be wearing the red pinstripes, so they're going to be in the same dugout again. So that's kind of cool. Yes, we're going to see them reunite, and it's very, very nice to see. So I'm really, really liking this. It's awesome. I just love this move. I really, really do. I couldn't be happier. And this is my top choice going into it. I called it. I said we're going to hire this guy, and sure enough, we did. And the Padres hired Jace Tingler today, so the Padres filled their vacancy. So there's been some teams filling their managerial spots. The Pirates still have to do it. A couple other teams have to do it, but yeah, some teams are really, really getting on it. Now listen to this, Gabe Kapler. I think on Joe Girardi. I think Joe is a great choice. He's a smart guy, adaptable, and his record obviously speaks for itself. I believe Joe will guide this team to a lot of success, and I wish him and the Phillies nothing but the best. That's very, very nice to say, especially after you just got fired by the organization. All the fans wanted you out. That takes a lot of heart to say, so I will give Kapler credit for that. So that's very nice of him to say, and I wish him luck wherever he decides to go. So let's hope that's obviously, hey, I hope he gets another chance. He's a good guy. I'm not going to knock him as a person. I think he's a good man, and I hope he does well wherever he goes, unless it's in our division, of course. But yeah, guys. I'm ecstatic. I just can't wait until opening day. We still have a lot of work to do. We still have to go out and get good starting pitching, but this offseason is going very, very well. It's going very, very well so far. You can bring in a guy with so much baseball knowledge. You really, really are. And last year the Reds tried to hire Joe Girardi, and I was like, why doesn't he want to, take that job? Well, the Reds are just not a good team. I think that's why he didn't want to take it, because I think the Reds were going to give him that job, but he didn't want to take it because the Reds. Cincinnati's a nice city. I've been there, but the team, the Reds, are not a good team. So that's why he didn't want to take it. So, the fact that he wants to take this job, he wants to do it, shows. And the Mets, if they knew the Phillies were going to offer him this job, then they would have offered it to him, because Girardi would have chose the Mets over the Phillies because he likes New York better. So that just even makes the Mets more of a laughingstock. You let your division rival team steal a manager with so much experience. The Mets are the worst. They're the absolute worst. They do not know how to run an organization whatsoever. The Mets are just a laughingstock. They're a laughingstock of baseball. I've said that all season long. They are a joke. But I love to see it. I really, really do. So I don't care what happens in the World Series. I don't care. I'm happy that we hired a good, successful manager with a good track record. He's not going to be – you saw him resign from Team USA. So, yep. So there's still some positions to be filled. You got hitting coach and you got pitching coach. For the pitching coach, I would like to see Mickey Callaway get that job. Now let me explain. Mickey Callaway is not a good manager, but he's very, very successful with the Cleveland Indians in his time with the Cleveland with Terry Francona. And he was the pitching coach with Cleveland, and he was very, very successful, even though they choked in the the playoffs every time. He developed guys like Corey Kluber, and he helped the success of Trevor Bauer and Carlos Carrasco and some other good pitchers. So he's very, very good over there. Obviously, he coached some pretty good pitchers. So Mickey Callaway is definitely one of the top candidates for the Phillies pitching coach job. The hitting coach, I've heard some rumors that Jim Thome could possibly be considered. That'd be pretty cool to see. I saw a post about that today. That'd be really cool. Obviously, Charlie Manuel was our old hitting coach before John Maley got fired. So I love this. We clean house. We're getting rid of these all analytical-minded idiots like Chris Young, John Maley. Obviously, we got rid of John Maley in August. We're getting rid of Gabe Kapler. These guys are just not meant for this team. They're not. You clearly saw what happened. People want to blame the player, the injuries. The injuries were the whole problem. That's ridiculous. They use that as the excuse. And with the injuries, did they have an effect? Yes, but they overused that excuse to an extent. So I do not want to hear it. I love it. I absolutely love it. We're hiring good knowledge people who have experience. This is the right direction. I was scared to death that they were going to hire a manager. Another experiment manager. I'm so sick and tired of the experiment. Hire a manager with baseball experience. And that's what we did. So Mickey Callaway, hire Mickey Callaway as the pitching coach. I think he'd do great here. He could help Aaron Nola get back. Other club news, Jake Arrieta has decided not to opt out of his contract. Well, did we see that coming? Of course. Of course. I mean, people are acting surprised. You think he's going to pass on 25 mil? I don't think so. Why would he pass on 25 plus? There was a buyout that we could have, next year. There's a buyout next year. And why the hell would you think that Jake Arrieta would test the market when he could just have 25 million guaranteed? I mean, you're stupid if you think that. And he's not a good pitcher. He knows he doesn't have much left in him. So why would that matter? So we have to. There's an option on this contract where we can renew it for 2 more years next year, which we're obviously not going to do. And then we could buy it out. There's like a buyout option. I'm not too sure what it is. It's kind of a confusing contract. So he obviously had this opt out. The way the contract was at the beginning of this, when we signed it 2 years ago, is because he was coming off of a decent season with the Cubs. Is he's hoping is if I could, have some good years here, maybe I will opt out. If I do live up to this 25 million, maybe after the second year, maybe I do opt out. But it didn't go that way, and he got a terrible 2 first years. And he knows. I mean, you think he'd get 25 million anywhere else? He wouldn't get it anywhere close to that money. So why would he decline this? I mean, I wouldn't if I were him. I mean, you can't knock him. I mean, you could knock that he's not a good pitcher. You can't knock him for deciding to not opt out of this contract. I mean, come on. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, of course he's gonna stay. I mean, he has all his money guaranteed to him, so he doesn't care. I mean, he's getting paid, $25 million, and same as Bryce Harper. That's sad. It's the same money that Bryce Harper's getting per year, and look what they're not even comparable players. So it's kind of sad if you really think about it. So Jake Arrieta will be back next year. We all expected that. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Phillies hired Joe Girardi. I absolutely love it. Hire Mickey Callaway. Not too sure about hitting coach. I need to look into that. Maybe Jim told me. I haven't really heard any. I think now that we hired our manager, I think the next step is the pitching coach and the hitting coach. So that'd be interesting to hire Mickey Callaway. That'd be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting to see. I would really, really like to see that. That would be awesome, and I hope it happens. Because I think he had a lot of success. I don't think he had a lot of success with Cleveland in the pitching. So obviously, forget that he was the Mets manager, but he was. I mean, he was very, very successful with the Indians. So hire him, and I'm not too sure about hitting coach. I need to do some more research on that. But I appreciate Gabe Kapler saying some stuff about us. That was very, very nice of him to say. And so that is pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please smash the like on this video. Please tell your friends about these videos. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please subscribe. Send the video around. Share it with everybody. Another thing is, I will be making, this was an emergency video. This was not planned. I was actually planning on making a video about the World Series Game 2 right now. That was supposed to be the title of this video, but obviously, I found out early this morning I wasn't going to be doing that, so that will be tonight. That's going to be like around 7:30, maybe 8. So yeah, there's no game tonight, but so tune in for that. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and click the like button. And I really appreciate all the support. So I'll talk to you all later. Joe Girardi, welcome to Philly. See you later.